What's up YouTube, it's the one, the only Yugi Penguin coming at you today with a July 2018 updated Dark Magician deck profile. If you guys like this video, please leave a like on it, please subscribe for more epic Yu-Gi-Oh content, deck profiles and content opening. I'll be right back, let's get into this deck profile. So the deck would not be Dark Magicians without playing triple Dark Magician. Obviously I like all different kinds of styles of Dark Magician, so I'm going to play the three main Dark Magicians. Obviously the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. The main boss monster of the deck, you kind of need him, otherwise you're not going to be playing Dark Magicians. The next two cards I play, I believe this is the correct ratio. Magician of Dark Illusion. So when Magician of Dark Illusion, you never really normal summon him. His name does become Dark Magician while he's on the field, and during your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell, trap card or effect, except during the damage step, you can actually special summon this card from your hand, or during your own turn, this face-up card is on the field and you activate a spell, trap or effect, you can target a Dark Magician in your graveyard, so it works like an Eternal Soul, it works as Call of the Haunted, it works as a Monster Reborn. So Magician of Dark Illusion at 2 is perfect. I also run triple Apprentice Illusion Magician. I apologise for the glare, something went wrong with my camera, but triple Apprentice Illusion Magician. Basically you can special summon this card by discarding one card from your hand, and then you can bring her out. She's also good whilst another spellcaster monster is on the field, because during battle phase, if you're being attacked, you can actually tribute her off as a quick effect, and your spellcaster will gain 2000 attack and defense during the battle phase. So it's very good to out other opponent's monsters. The next monster I play obviously is triple Magician's Rod. When this card is so good for actually just searching out a specific spell trap card that lists Dark Magician in your deck. So it brings Dark Magical Circle, it brings Eternal Soul, it brings Magician's Navigation, everything but the Eye of Timaeus, because the Eye of Timaeus doesn't specifically list Dark Magician. So please remember that when you're playing this card. I've played this a few times with people in the past. Next card, I'm playing the 1 Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. This is a very old school card, so I'll just move the camera down a little bit. So this kind of stops everything from the graveyard in its tracks if you've still got this on the field. Very cool card. So each time this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, you can remove up to 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard from play. So it stops cards like Trickstar Reincarnation, it stops any Sky Striker cards going off in the graveyard, any Goki cards, because that's a massive 2018 meta deck right now. So basically any Goki cards you can actually just remove them from play. In addition, as long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent cannot remove any cards in either graveyard from play. So again, it works as an Imperial Iron Wall also, so it just stops the banishing play also. Next card I want to play is 1 Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. Again, once it's summoned or flipped, you can add 1 Spellbook spell from your deck to your hand, so that will bring Secrets or Knowledge to your hand. And then because I don't own the Ash Blossoms, I'm playing 2 Effect Veilers. Why not? Effect Veiler is Effect Veiler, and then obviously 2 Droll and Lockbirds. So I'm not gonna, this isn't a side deck, but I'm actually going to just show you guys a couple of other things you can have in this deck. So you can have Kaiju Dark Magicians, so obviously here's my Kaiju engine for Dark Magicians. This is just a side note for you guys in case you want to play Kaijus in the deck. Obviously if you want to swap out Jizz and put 2 Radians in, it works as a level 7. So basically level 7s can also go into your rank 7 XZ's plays, so that's a very good card to use, so that's why I use that. You've got the Gamma Seal, you've got the Jizz, and you've got the Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. So very good to have Kaijus in the deck if you wish to use them. I'm in 2018, I don't know, I mean people don't like me playing this card, but I'm going to be playing the Palladium Oracle Mahad. If I want to switch anything out, the amount of people that have told me this deck bricks, no matter on my shuffle, I have never bricked in this Dark Magician deck. Palladium Oracle Mahad is essentially an extra Dark Magician to hit the field. You can, when this card is, okay, the main word in this card you have to remember is when it is destroyed by battle card effect. I know there's a lot of sending these days, and there's a lot of like non-targeting. Destroying is destroying, but sometimes your opponent is so thrown off, you can actually bring out a Dark Magician from your hand, deck or graveyard. So I still fully recommend Palladium Oracle Mahad if you wish to play it in 2018. I know not many people do. And last but not least, the Wind Witch engine. Obviously, those Wind Witches, most people know by now, will bring out either of these 3. So obviously it does essentially go into Wind Witch Winterfell. but you can also bring out Clear Wing Synchro or Crystal Wing depending on the play that you're making. So I fully recommend the Wind Witch engine also. So it's up to you in what you guys wish to play. That's just an idea. Because I'm playing pure spellcasters right now, that's the only reason I don't have any of those other engines in the deck. So let's move on to the spells. Hopefully I'm going to be as informative as possible for you. Triple Dark Magical Circle, obviously a must need. You can see it in any other YouTubers deck profiles. They will be playing Dark Magical Circle, which will basically you remove the top 3 cards of your deck, or as they say, you just look at them or excavate. And if you see a Dark Magician card or Dark Magician spell or trap, you can actually add that card to your hand and put those 2 cards back in any order. Then I play the 1 Dark Magical Inheritance. I usually just play this more for late game play, especially if I have dug deeper into the deck and I have not found my cards. I'm not playing Pot of Desires in this deck. I don't think it works right in this deck, especially when it's just 40 cards. Sometimes I've played Pot of Desires and I've milled 3 Dark Magicians before. I don't know how that's happened. It just depends on your shuffle really. So you just want to delve deeper into the deck. You're going to get rid of Spellbook of Secrets or Spellbook of Knowledge because you've already played them hopefully. And then obviously you can add a Dark Magician card. The 1 Dark Magic Attack, because if you're playing Eternal Soul, that is an option. And then the 1 Illusion Magic. So you contribute a spellcaster. Most of the time you have a Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. You have many different spellbook cards. You have Magician's Rod. Just something small that you contribute off to bring 2 copies of Dark Magician. The 1 Allure of Darkness. Allure of Darkness, you know, great card for drawing. So you can draw 2 cards and banish 1 dark monster from your hand. And if you do, if you don't have any of them, basically you send your entire hand to the graveyard. But you will never get to that, hopefully. 1 Eye of Timaeus, very good card. Obviously this will get you your Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. And then obviously here's your spells. So 2 Spellbook of Secrets and 2 Spellbook of Knowledge. A must have in the deck. Obviously once you're playing Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, if you don't have it already, you can use Secrets to bring that out and then use Spellbook Magician of Prophecy to use Spellbook of Knowledge, and then you contribute that off with Knowledge to draw 2 cards. So very cool cards, really must have in the deck, to be honest. Okay, so this is where the deck gets a little bit different. I'm playing 2 Scapegoats at the minute. I'm just practicing with Scapegoats. I mean, it's an instant Firewall Dragon. It helps with your extended extra deck plays. So obviously you've got your Link monsters which you'll see in the extra deck. You have other monsters that you can combo off with. So it's very good to have Scapegoat. You know, they also can protect you during the battle phase also. But not many people use them in battle phase anyway. 1 Monster Reborn for your bringbacks. And then into the trap cards we are playing, let's have a look, sorry. 3 Eternal Souls. Obviously a lot of people are playing Eternal Souls, obviously, and you can use that on your turn and your opponent's turn. It is broken still, but you can bring out like a Dark Magician, special summon it from your hand or graveyard, and that combos off with Dark Magical Circle. Then we've got triple Magician Navigation. Great if you're playing, you know, you're special summoning Dark Magician from the hand, then special summoning 1 level 7 Dark Spellcaster type monster, all are from your deck. And also if this card is in the graveyard, not the turn that it was sent there, but basically on your opponent's turn you can actually banish this card from your graveyard and actually stop one of your opponent's spell trap cards and have its effects negated. And then 1 Dark Renewal, quite an underrated card to be honest. When your opponent normal special summons a monster, you can target that monster and a spellcaster type monster, sending both to the graveyard, sending, not destroying, not tributing, just sending, and then special summoning a dark spellcaster type monster from your deck or graveyard. Very underrated card, I'm not too sure why people don't play it as much these days. And then obviously the 2 Solemn Strikes to round off the 40 card deck. And then let's go into the extra deck for you guys. So the 1 Dark Magician and Dragon Knight, must have in the deck. Obviously you need that in your life. Then we got the Link plays, so we got 1 Firewall Dragon. These are just the standard staple cards. Topologic Bomber Dragon. I am not playing Borreload Dragon because I think Topologic Bomber Dragon overall is a better card in my opinion. Nightmare Unicorn. And then we got Gaia the Lightning Shadow, so just extend your plays obviously. The 1 Nightmare Phoenix. 2 Proxy Dragons. And the Link Spider for all your Link plays. Hopefully that's a good ratio to play them at. And then the 1 number 11 Big Eye. This is something that you guys have seen before obviously. Number 42 Galaxy Tomahawk, which also opens up your link plays. So if you have this, it creates tokens. Your tokens can go into anything you want nearly. Well, I say nearly, yeah. So as long as the link monster doesn't say with different names, you're okay. Some of them say effect monsters, some of them just say 4 monsters, so it goes into Instant Firewall Dragon also. Then you got Ebon Illusion Magician, and then last but not least, the Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. 2 level 7 monsters will get you this card, so any effect that activates, you inflict 500 life points damage to your opponent immediately. So very good for that card. And then onto the side deck. Your side deck, well basically I'm going to switch out a lot of cards because I'm playing Sky Strikers a lot. I don't have 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance in here, but for the time being I'm playing the 1 Regeki, the 1 Dark Hole, they're your board wipes, 2 Called by the Grave. I feel like this should be in the main deck. The 1 Shared Ride, if you guys don't know what this does, it basically works as a max C. You can draw 1 card each time a card is moved from your opponent's graveyard or deck to their hand. You instantly draw a card. 2 Torrential Tributes. I love the new ultra rare for this, especially from Relentless Revenge. Very, very cool. So Torrential Tribute just stops all your opponent's monsters in play. Battle Traps, 2 evenly matched just in case. And then last but not least, I really should put this in the main deck also. You're thinking, Yuki Penguin, why are you not putting Skill Drain in the main deck? I don't know guys, I don't know what I'm doing, okay? Leave me alone, you bullies. But there you go, Skill Drain, very self-explanatory, don't really need to discuss it. So guys, what do you play in your Dark Magician decks? Let me know. Hopefully your decks are probably a lot better than mine, but those are what I play in the deck, and that's my side deck right there. If you have enjoyed this video, like I said,
then please leave a like, hit the subscribe button and subscribe for more epic Yu-Gi-Oh content. Yugi Penguin is signing out.